Manga Log time. So, it's another month that I have lived through of February of 2021. Yep, another month this year so far. It's slightly better than 2020, but, you know, I'm still reading. Yeah, so another month, another 28 days of reading. Granted, not all those days were reading, but I did technically read a good amount. So, I read, let me just check this so I have the good numbers, a grand total of 71 volumes of manga. I did not read any comics this month, and then I also finished 2 series. So, not that crazy of finishing. I almost read about the same amount. Granted, where I lived, there were 4 days in which I barely left my apartment because of winter. So, that helped. Though, near the end, I didn't read as much because of Bravely Default 2, which is slowly how it's going to go with this month, because I've barely read anything, and, you know. Anyways, so figured out a good way to structure these videos. 1, I'm going to talk about the series that I finished. 2, I'm then going to give you recommendations that I've read this month, started reading this month, and then 3, just go on and talk about some series that I have been continuing to read. So, without further ado, let's get into what I finished. Whew. So, the 2 that I finished are kind of simple. Also, I forgot, if I had read comics, I would put them before what I finished. I don't read that many comics, though I do want to get more comics, but right now. Anyways, what I finished in February was 1, Samurai 8. There were only 5 volumes of this, and if you don't know about Samurai 8, it is from the creator of Naruto. Granted, did not last as long as Naruto. This only has 5 volumes, and it was off to a pretty solid start. I liked where it was going. The last volume was literally like, oh shit, we're not going to be able to continue this. Let's speed run through all this shit. Like, literally, in the last volume, the main character, Hachimaru, literally was shown, oh, these are all the powers you're going to get. Oh, we're also going to be finding these 7 other people that will, you know, together will lead to this. And literally, you could definitely tell that, oh shit, I only have a few weeks to like finish it. I felt like it could have been better, but I understand why it. I don't think it had that staying power that Naruto did. Definitely, it was one of those series that could have been at least 3 times as long and still have been pretty good, but what we got was interesting. I kind of wish that maybe at another point he could probably retell it, but as it is, it's okay. Only 5 volumes, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I wish it was longer. So after that, I also had anthologies that I'm thinking that it may be slightly different. It is Conditions of Paradise, Azure Dreams, which is what is it called? It's essentially a collection of short Yuri romances that are was done by this lovely person right here. Don't ask me if I'm going to pronounce it, but yeah, a lot of good ones. This is the 3rd one in the series of it, which is why I'm thinking about maybe not saying these are finished, but for the most part, they're all self-contained stories like most anthologies. Really liked it. A lot of cute stories, and, you know, just love each other. So, that's it for the stuff that I finished this month. On to what I started, and I'm going to recommend. One day I'll get better at this whole, like, speaking thing. Maybe. One day. Probably not, though. onto manga that I have started reading this month that are pretty freaking good. So, first one that I want to talk about is How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, which is essentially a story about these teenage high school girls that are like, oh man, I need to get into shape. Let's do it. It's very funny, but also very informational about exercises. As of right now, I also bought Volume 5 just literally today. So, really good. I recommend it if you want to learn exercises. Also, there's a lot of fan service in it because, you know, teenage girls working out. But very, very informational on how to do exercises. Would recommend. Because I sometimes think I should do more exercising, but I do enough of that at work. Anyways, from there, I would like to talk about the KAISEN and book series, which I literally, this one is about two girls, KAISEN and Yamada, who eventually start going out, but you know, it is what it is. This is very cute, very adorable. Also, I have one problem with it. You see that right there, book 1. So I, like most people, this is book 6, but it says volume 1. That is annoying. Like, see, where is it? Book 6, but then volume 1. That's annoying because there are 5 books in between volume 1, like before volume 1. I originally thought that this was volume 1, but then like volume 1 was the beginning. So I picked it up and I was like, why does it say book 6? Only to find out that book 1, Kane-san and Morning Glories, was actually book 1 of the series. Not volume 1. That's annoying. Don't do that. That bothers me. But I love the series. I really want more people to read it. It's very cute and adorable. And I love the relationship between Kaze and Yamada. Really adorable. Also, goes to show you, if you want a successful relationship, just fucking talk to each other. Holy fuck. Like, a large portion of this, like, most romance can be solved if you just fucking talk to the person you liked. Oh god, why do people do this? Anyways, from there, I've read the Demon Girl Next Door. Really, really solid. Very funny. Essentially, the main girl, Yoshida Yoko, turns out she has an ancestor of like demon clans, and she is supposed to defeat a magical girl to remove the 400 yen curse on her family. But she is super weak, and the magical girl, Momo, super strong, but yet she's like the weakest magical girl. It's very funny, because one, Yoko, adorable, fucking adorable. Yoshida, she's like, she's so cute and adorable and just trying her hardest. Oh god. But yeah, it's very funny, very cute, story at points, and it's nice. It's really nice. Just remembering some shit. Oh, she tries so hard, but she's so weak. Oh god, it's really good, really good, really good. Okay, from the hilariousness to blood on the tracks. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Like, no, what the actual fuck? This, I started, like, the first part is creepy. I'm like, I feel uncomfortable. Okay. Keep reading it. I'm just like, I feel uncomfortable. what the fuck is happening? And then by the end of it, literally, I don't think I've ever read something and just said out loud, what the fuck? Like, no, what the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh. So I bought all 4 of them. I'm going to eventually read all 4. You had me hooked. This? What the fuck? What the fuck? But it's good. But what the fuck? What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Holy shit. Like, no, I can't. Like, that's the best that I can explain Blood on the Tracks. I kept hearing East talk about it. Fucking shit, man. What the fuck? I'm moving on, or else it's just me saying what the fuck over and over again. From there, a classic that I finally got into, that I'm going to be talking about. It is Vagabond. Started this off. It was the first time that I saw at the Barnes & Nobles near me. They had Volume 1, so grab that. By the way, I really like the spines of them because, one, it's a omnibus, so it's thick, which means that you have more room to put the, like, that. Really good. I thought the pacing was a little bit janky in the first couple of times, but I like it. I really do. I like where it's going. I think there's only 12 of these out right now, which would be 12 times 3 would be 36. Yeah, 36 volumes of this. So, solid. I want more of this. They're thick. They also cost a good, pretty penny of about $20. So, I will eventually get more, and when I do, we'll talk about it. So, well, I guess I will now move on to stuff that I continue reading for more recommendations. So, onto a few series that I have been continuing to read that I think would be good, excellent recommendations. Granted, a few of them you probably already know that you should be reading them because they are fire. So, this month I also read the prologue to JUJUTSU Kaisen, Volume 0. I have 2 Volume 0s on my shelves, which I like them, but I also hate the fact that they're Volume 0s. This one and Ublat is another one. But yeah, this is just a prequel introducing some characters that I think are talked about later on. Really solid. I like them. Felt a little bit fast-paced for this, but, you know, they only had a few chapters that could fit into a one volume of, you know, Shonen Jump. Speaking of Shonen Jump, I have continued to read Promised Neverland. Volume 18, very solid. It definitely is ramping up. I think, if I remember correctly, it's already finished. But very solid story, like where it's going. There's certain parts that feel a little bit contrived, but at the same time, I like it. Definitely reminds me of when I read, especially early on, it reminds me of when I read Death Note. So, really solid. Recommended for anyone that likes suspense and a lot more characters using their brains to overcome obstacles. Then, I also read Ran and the Grey World. It's a very... I love the art style. It definitely provokes different... it's definitely a different art style than most. Like, this is awesome. This is great. The characters look nothing like any other characters that I've seen, usually. I would say that it's more... It feels a little bit more along the lines of older style manga that you have read and stuff, but art-wise. But it's a very interesting story, very funny, and very weird at times. I like it. Go read it. There's about 6 volumes out of it right now. I have 4 of it. So after that, I also continued reading High Score Girl. Very great. I get most of the video game references. Granted, the main characters are going to high school when I was born, 1995. So really good. I like where the story's going. I don't know how much longer it is going to be. I haven't really looked too much on it, but really solid. Really like it. A lot of references. Love it. A lot of video game references, especially fighting game references. So solid. From there, one that everyone should be reading. Go out, buy the 4 volumes, and catch up to it before volume 5 comes out in June. Yeah, in June. Which is Magus of the Library. Solid. This is a very solid story. I recommend it. The Manga Log did a video on, this. And it's a very good series. I recommend just going out and getting it. The art. Oh, God, the art. Like, the art is fantastic. Where's a good spread? Oh, man. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, man. That right there. If you want to see more of this, like, the amount of detail in this, just like, oh, God. The story's also awesome. Like, literally, I had to go to bed. And I was like, wait. I'm going to read it. I'm going to finish reading it. Literally laid in that bed, finished reading it, was happy that I did. Oh, God. It was so good. Oh, why? Why is it coming out in June? Can't you translate it? Oh, God. Really awesome story. Really good artwork. I recommend it for everyone to go read. Seriously. The next time I read Volume 5, I'm going to recommend you to read it. Whew. Very solid. So, from there, I've also... one that I've been reading since high school. I also got my high school library to buy a good portion of it, and that is Blue Exorcist. Volume 25 came out. This one's thicker than the others. They added a few more chapters into this one than usual. Really like where it's going. I love it. Would like more people to read it. I will say that it's... if you want to watch... I've watched the whole anime. You can do that. It definitely deviates from the story because it's one of those situations where they started making the anime before the story finished, and it wasn't... they caught up to it a little bit too fast, and bam. This is how it went, but I really like it. I liked in the last several ones, it's revealing more about the character's past, specifically Rin's and his brothers. Just like really good. Action scenes are also pretty solid. Yeah, really good. At some point, would love to just reread it whenever I get the chance. Also, this month I have read one that is fantastic. More people should go out and read it. It's been winning awards like you've been hearing, and that is Witch Hat ATELIER. Really good. They won the Eisner Award. Oh man, so good. The art is great. Recommend you read it. It's only 7 volumes right now. Go out, get it before it becomes really hard to find, because that happens sometimes. Really solid. The artwork is great, fantastic. I love how... oh man, what? There's just so many good panels. Oh wow. Yeah, this one, I like it. It's really good. I would like more people to read this. Really solid. There's the creator of it. She also has another one that's coming out, but I'll probably talk about that next month if I get to it. But yeah, really solid, really good work. Would love it. Very lovely fantasy world that they live in. Oh man, really good. Also interesting magic system, which has made me think about a D&D character that I would like to play. So, yeah, go out, read these. These are my recommendations for stuff that I have been reading and not just started reading. So, yeah. Let's just walk off screen one more time so I can end the video. Woo! Okay. That was the end of my manga log for February of 2021. I hope you had an interesting time listening / watching it. I know people just put me in the background, so half the random things that I do are ignored. But, yes, go read manga. It's great. If you liked any of the manga that I talked about, go ahead, leave in the comments down below. Tell me what ones you've been reading this month. It's great. Tell me about what recommendations you have so I can continue burning the hole in my wallet that needs to be there. Leave a like if you like the video. Leave a dislike if you dislike the video. I'm fine with that. But if you do leave a dislike, leave a comment down below about what you didn't like about it. And also tell me why you didn't like it. If you liked to see more of my content, I usually do videos on manga, sometimes D&D, and other things. So, if you want to see more of that, hit the subscribe button. It'll be great. If you... Yeah, that's about it. That's it. I was going to say something else. Forgot what I was going to say, which means that I'm rambling now. Hopefully you have a good day, week, or whatever. Go out, read more manga. That is more important than a lot of things. Now, eat food, survive, sustenance. I'm rambling now. So I'm just going to walk off screen and say bye. Jazz hands. Bye.